Well, hello there, folks. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're tuning in from. Welcome to the Cassidy the Cardslinger show here on My Psychic Connection, and I will be your host this evening, Cassidy the Cardslinger. I am super excited to be back. Every Thursday night, we always have such a good time in here, asking great questions, slinging a bunch of different cards. I've got, let's do a deck count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11 decks on the table tonight. Kate's here with all the octopus emojis, energies with the hearts. Hi, guys. Come on in. Pema. Hi, Pema. Hello. How are you doing? I'm well. Thank you for asking. Hey, Audrey. Look at all the love. Look at all the hellos. Monica. Hey, girl. Oh, guys, come on in. Say hello. Introduce yourself if it's your first time. If you're welcoming back, please, come say hi. It's so wonderful to see everybody who's turned it in. Thanks, guys, who are asking how I'm doing. Watching from Bhutan. Oh my goodness, that's very cool. See, we really are a global operation here on My Psychic Connection. That is way too cool. Hi, Destiny, darling. Oh, I'm doing well. Destiny, I got an interesting receipt for you on a reading you did for me. You nailed it, girl. Oh, and Audrey, thank you for the octopuses and the hearts. Energy says not enough decks. I know, not enough decks indeed. I do have a rather small desk, though, in front of me. My bigger desk is upstairs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 reading desks dedicated for card reading, scattered all over my home. And I don't have a very big home. There's just a lot of decks all over the place. Welcome. Come on in, say hello, and please post your specific question into the comments. So if you're watching somewhere that you can't type in a comment, I'm going to send you on over to our YouTube channel. Go type in My Psychic Connection on YouTube, and you can find me here with the live button over on the side. And as soon as you type in your question, we do put you immediately on the list. What I'm going to ask from you, though, is a specific question, and I need a little bit of context if you can provide it. It's super helpful to help me just tap into the situation and what's going on, because these free readings are going to be 2 minutes long each. So if you are in line for a free reading, and you let me know exactly what it is you want to know, I can dive right in with that little bit of context. Super helpful. And if you are interested in a bit longer reading, we do have a few donation options. So there's 3 minutes, 6 minutes, mini readings, and mega readings. Mini and mega are both not timed. So mega is really good if you've got, a very complex situation, follow-up questions. We can do a couple different topics. And a mini reading is great if you've got one topic that you'd like me to really sink my teeth into. As well. So those options are available to you, and all donations do jump right to the front of the list. So in case you're interested in, jumping the list, absolutely that option is available. What else do I want to say? Oh, what I don't read on. We will do no legal readings here tonight. No legal, no medical, and no general readings. So please do not ask me any of those. There will not be cards on my table for you tonight, darling. And I'll just have to put you back on the list if that's the question that comes through. No general readings. We do offer those, though, over on mypsychicconnection.com if you want to do a private one-on-one session. It's just, they can go in many different areas here online, and I don't want to bring up something that you didn't ask about on live air when we're streaming on over 180 platforms and just bringing your business to the world. So we'll save the general readings for a different platform. I'm also not a medium, so I will not be able to help you connect with the folks on the other side, but you can tune in tomorrow night for Journey and Friends will be your next opportunity, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Rebecca says, no, bad question. Oh, yes. So anyways, guys, I'm really excited to be here. What did I need to say? Okay, we've gone over the specific question bit. You know what I do and do not read on. I hope everyone's doing well, guys. Happy astrological New Year week, depending on when you celebrate. Some folks will do it as soon as the sun traverses into the sign of Aries, which happened earlier this week. Some folks will do the first new moon after the sun is in Aries, or the spring equinox. I know Journey Ryan, he chooses to celebrate his new year on the first day of spring. So if you are interested in that calendar, happy New Year's, everybody. I hope that, everybody's doing really well with the start to the fresh new energy here in the spring. It's very exciting. it really is a game changer. You know, I always thought it was so funny and cliche hearing about the spring cleaning and everything, but it's like there's just a refresh of energy that's floating around this time of year every year. And I mean, I'm going to be doing some cleaning myself this weekend and just really shifting out of the beautiful, cozy winter month mode and ramping back up into spring, summertime. It's very exciting. All very good stuff. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get my cards a good shuffle here. Come on in. It's so nice to see everyone. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Norma. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Destiny says, I'm wide awake and can't sleep. Oh, well, darling, I'll hope to entertain you here this evening. Rebecca says, me too. And Destiny says, the energies are crazy right now. Absolutely. This spring vibration, it's really ramping everything up. And I will admit, you know, I'm having a hard time enjoying more of I'm having a hard time sleeping. I'll just say that, you know. So I'm glad that I can be on, you know, late night hours for some of the folks who are in different time zones. So welcome. Thanks for joining, everybody. Okay, guys, without any further ado, I'm happy to get started. I'll take my first question. Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. All right, let's take a look at this. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer asks, good evening, my dear. Can you please tell me when you feel I will hear from the attorney I wrote a letter to regarding the will, please and thank you. All right, Jennifer. So, of course, you know, I won't be looking at the legal aspect of that because that falls into my no-fly zone, but I'm happy to look into the timing and try and get a sense of when we see that you getting a response. So let's take a look. All right, my dear. So taking a look at this, it certainly looks like an issue that I think you would like to have wrapped up, worked out, sorted through, you know, if not yesterday, as quickly as possible. And I want to commend you on your efforts on this part because it does seem as though you really kept on top of what needed to be done. But to me, it's feeling like some delays came about that were not within your control, and you've just had to really navigate them as they come through. The card that flipped out while I was shuffling is the Fortune card, and I quite like her, this particular one. She's got her hand out and the coins are falling in. In terms of looking at timing, I am looking at it sort of a week by week, and let me know if you're expecting a larger time span for this. But to me, I'm seeing within 4 months from now, whatever your situation is that you're working to solve has largely resolved itself by a month. I think you're going to hear back, honestly, within the next 1 to 2 weeks is about the time frame that I am getting here. But I feel like the initial response you get is not going to be everything you're looking for, all of the information necessary. There's a bit more back and forth that is going to ensue after that first initial response. Strength card here, I want to just reiterate again, it seems like you're really moving forward into getting this situation wrapped up. Just don't give up, stay on top of it, and you may need to reach out an additional time, send a little nudge if you can. So thank you so much for your question, my dear. I hope that was helpful, and I do wish you all the very best with that. Guys, I'm very excited here tonight. We're going to play the game again, and for those folks who are returning, do you want to let me know if you guys enjoy my ridiculous deck? Because we always play this game, which we will do again, where we have to guess the playing card, and the winner of that gets a reading with my ridiculous deck. And I keep threatening, or at least saying, that I'm willing to use other decks in my collection or bring something out, but for some reason, that little darling just never seems to want to get off of my desk. It just wants to be shown. Rebecca says yes. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. So, and I'm not offended either way, guys. Just let me know if you're happy for me to continue. You know, do you guys make a kick out of it as I do, or would you like to see other decks rotated into that game? I'm happy to, you know, conform to whatever folks are wanting me to do with that regard. But I will say this is the first time I've done this. The very first time I have done this. I have had to pull a couple of cards out of that deck because they are not appropriate for airtime show. Even though we're the late night show, we don't have as many rules. Some of the platforms that we get to, you know, I just don't want it. Love says, yes, that deck is naughty. Love knows. Love knows. So I've only had to take out 2 cards. So most of its ridiculousness is, and I think it's almost an 80 or 90 card deck. Like this is it. This is a very big chunky deck. So it has maintained its integrity with just a couple of the letters plucked out because, I mean, you know, let's keep her a little more, I was going to say family friendly, but we're not quite a family friendly show. Not quite. Anyways, I'm ready for my next question, please. The lovely folks in the back. Gemma, hey Gemma, how you doing, girl? Hope things are well. Gemma says, Adam is so busy / stressed with work and not feeling great about himself the last few weeks. Oh, okay, he's become quite distant and not talking to me much. What's the best way to support him, and will this period pass soon? That's a great question. So let's take a look at what you can do to help Adam through this time. I understand that it's, yeah. I mean, I hope that he will also be one of the people to take advantage of these nice, new, refreshing spring energies. But with that can also be ramping up responsibilities, and you know, our work can sweep us away. So let's take a look at what Gemma can do to best support him at this time. All right, my dear. Okay. Yes. Well, it's interesting how I kind of see this having come on, because to me, it kind of looks like there's a certain level of you that has enough trust in him and in your connection that you know where he's at, he knows where you're at, and there's not an active worry. But then my next card is kind of saying, but there's a little bit of an active worry. The first 2 cards I have got the Empress upright and the Moon in reverse. So to me, it's kind of sending me a little mixed signals. So it might be how you're feeling now, where it's like, hey, I want to respect him and give him space to deal with these particular things. But I also want to, you know, preserve and protect and continue to build the relationship that we are looking, you know, that we've been building with each other over the last little while. To me, what I'm seeing here for how to best support him, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say this infrequently. I would say kind of match his energy, but when you speak to him, either a phone call or a text, quick little parts of the day that makes him feel like, you know, you're not going to be needing as much as, I'll just say not needing quite as much of his attention, because his work is just consuming him right now. I've got the King of Coins and the 10 of Wands, where it's like, just very gently, you know, I'm here, thanks, you know, hope you're all right. Like, just, I would say comfort from afar, but don't in any sense of the word avoid smothering or getting too involved with him. I hope that that's helpful, my dear. I'm sorry about the darn bell there, but it's man, it's an interesting thing. And I've said this on my shows before, when the cards kind of give us something that is either contradictory to what we might expect. So I won't go into that again, but that's I guess the absolute beauty of having your cards read or bringing some other person into the mix who's not going to not say the things that need to be said, shall we say. All right, guys. Well, we're going to do the game probably in about 10 minutes, so do stick around for that. You'll have a chance to get a reading with my ridiculous deck, and it's always a treat. So I'm going to shuffle my cards in here, and I'm ready for the next question, please. Love, hey love. Love says, hi Cassidy, what is coming on my path regarding my career, please? And thank you. All right, love. And can you give me a sense of either your career, like your line of work, what type of work you do? Just to give me a bit of an understanding of what my context is for where I'm reading. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and start laying some cards. But if you can color in a little more information for me about career, it does make a difference what line of work you're in. I've given an example of that before, but I'll talk about that again after here. So let's take a look for love. I can get a sense of what's going on for you in your career sense. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Cards. Oh, my deck has hit the floor, folks. Good thing you have 11 more. All right. So the first thing that I want to say here, I don't know. She says it's spiritual work. Okay, because to me, the first thing I'm getting is it seems like either shifting gear or moving into a space where you're charging for something that you hadn't charged for previously. First two cards I have down, I've got the Page of Cups or Page of Coins in reverse, and I love her. She's this girl with a little lemonade stand, and then I have the Page of Wands moving into the Empress. So to me, it feels like, I don't know if you're actively right now training, studying, learning your craft, and working to build up your almost your price list or how you're choosing to charge for your services. To me, it seems like you're really in a building phase right now and understanding, what your plan looks like for your business and for your career moving forward. The fact that I'm moving from the Page into the Empress very quickly is showing me a fast ramp in this level of work that is, I would say, almost unnatural how quickly this seems to scale. And I have the Four of Wands in reverse. So in terms of my card for advice, what I want to say is have a clear understanding of your... Let's finish my sentence. Your client base and your target market, because I think that will be, shall we say, the pinch point of what's coming forward for your career. But I can see very, very good things happening. She says, yes, correct. I charged before, but did much free as well, but cannot decide on my prices. Okay, that makes sense. Make sure you charge your worth, my dear. Absolutely make sure you charge your worth. Moving into that Empress card, if you are confident in your services and you know that you provide a great service, it's okay to charge what you're worth. Remember that, my dear. Hi, Scooter. Scooter says, may I get a question? So yeah, guys, come on in. If you're just joining the show, go ahead and type your question into the comments here. Type in a specific question. And if, like I said, if you can give me a bit of context, that's super helpful. I am doing free 2-minute readings. So if you want to get on that list, everyone, as soon as you type in your question, is put on the list. And if you are interested in jumping the line, the donation link will be floating around as well. So you can donate for a bit longer reading, and that's going to jump you right to the front of the line. So you don't have to wait, and you get my attention immediately, darling. All right, so I'm switching decks because my other one is partially on the floor. Wow, Cassidy has cards slung onto the floor today. This springtime energy flying and floating around. All good things. All good things. So let's get this deck warmed up and ready to go. And I'm ready for my next question, please. Haley T. Hi, Haley. Haley says, what does your thing say? It says, you do not find the happy life, you make it. Haley, I love you already. I love that picture. That is wonderful. You do make your life. Haley says, hello, I go back to physical therapy class at school August 2023 to retake my human gross anatomy class. Still nervous about it. Do you see it will be more success? You do see it will be a more successful time for me than the first time. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, my dear. Let's take a look. And I love your picture. You make your life. I just let us all live and breathe that quote. I always share quotes on my show, so thank you for throwing that one in here. All right, let's take a look and see how that is going to go for Haley in August of 2023. Oh, Haley. All right. Wow. Oh, this is so nice. Okay. Very cool. All right. So, I mean, I feel like we have a bit of a... you're saying better than the last time. So I'm assuming the first time really didn't go quite as well as you had hoped. First card down I have to show me leading up to this is the Empress in the reverse. So it's like perhaps unable to really bring your A game and really take it home for what you were hoping to achieve in that particular class. And I don't know if it was a matter of you not passing or if you just really want to do better or you need to achieve a higher grade. But I feel like this is being sprung out of it didn't, I know I can do better and I need to be able to do better. I don't know if this is a prerequisite for something else. It seems kind of like a gating item for you. Seeing how this is going to go down though here, I have the Magician upright and the Ace of Cups upright, which is like, what a beautiful, lovely, forward moving, happy and joyous set of cards. I do see it honestly going quite a lot better. I'll say you'll probably revisit some of the notes and material you had before, but go in with more energy, drive, and focus. I'll say than before. If you want any more information on that, my dear, I'm sorry I did get the bell, but I do see it I do see it going better, and I think, yeah, I think very good things for you, my dear. So thank you so much for your question, and I do super hope that that was helpful. And thanks, guys, for being here. So make sure you're tuning in, though, guys. We have shows 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday, which you can find them. Let me just run this through here because they're such a great lineup. It's such a great lineup. So I'm actually going to start with tomorrow because the next show after today is going to be tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's Journey and Friends. And that show, bring a drink, hang out, come and chill with some psychics, get readings done. Like, it is just such a great time. And there's always a different group there every week. We rotate. So be sure to check that one out tomorrow. Then we'll be back on Monday with Journey Ryan live at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Tuesday, we have the beautiful Destiny K at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. She's just the sweetest, most, she's just an absolute divine show. Divine Love and Light is the perfect name for her show. Absolutely amazing. So be sure to check her out. She's Tuesdays as well as Thursdays at 7 p.m. Then we're back with the amazing Journey on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. But guys, have you been to the Groovy Brown Goddess Psychic Gigi's Happy Hour show on Wednesday nights? That is at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. It is so much fun. You're drinking, you're playing games. Make sure you are there because it's just such a good time. It is like the perfect thing in the middle of your week to keep you rocking through the week. And then make sure you stay up because Wednesday nights at that beautiful liminal hour, so midnight Eastern Time, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, you have the beautiful Psychic Squirrel with her Whispers of the Forest. And that show is just everything you need as well. The Wednesday lineup is so killer. Every time I read out Wednesdays, it's like gorgeous. And then you'll be back on Thursdays with Destiny at 7, Journey at 10, and myself, Cassidy, the Cardslinger, yours truly, here at 11 o'clock. So make sure you guys are tuning in all week. You can find us. We are here to read for you, read for your friends, provide, and like if you ever want to tell somebody off and you don't want to do it, you can send them here and they can get a reading and we can look into the situation and maybe we're going to tell them off for you. Rebecca says, I'm addicted to MPC. Yes, girl, I am as well. Audrey sending lots of hearts. Yvette sending hearts. Hi, darlings. Thanks, guys, for being here. So, oh, gosh, all good things. So let me get a good shuffle in here. I'll take one more question, and then we're going to play the game, folks. I'll take my next question, please. Sapphire Spirit Tarot. Hello, Sapphire. Sapphire says, hi, Cassidy. Can you tell me if I'm going to be selling a lot of my candles soon? Thank you. Oh, wonderful. Holy camole. Are you making a ton of them right now? Are you preparing for a large sale? The first card, it just flew out while I was shuffling. And I have the 10 of Wands reversed. So to me, it's like we are ramping up inventory, folks. I don't know if you have a large space that you're doing this in or if they are on every surface of your home, squishing you into your space. I just like what I see there. So let's take a look at how we see your candle sales going in the near future. All right, my dear. Oh, very cool. This is very cool because I'm just taking these wands cards as looking like your candles, my dear. So the first card down I have is the Page of Pentacles upright. So I don't know if this is either a newer business venture or you're finally managing to get your vision together for how you're wanting your candles to look and perform. Where we're at right now with this lovely 3 of coins is like you have, I would say, almost perfected your recipes at this point. You're really proud of your product, and let me know if you're building up inventory because I'm seeing that again. It's like I am preparing myself and I'm doing all the things that I need to do for when orders start coming in, I can start shipping quite quickly. Although I don't know if there's an element, I don't know why I got that as well. If there's an element of you need to make them at a certain time. If you're making them, under a certain energy, it's very new. Or something to that effect. But it feels like, yeah, there's a building inventory ramping phase, but there's also like, I can't just make them at any given time. There's a reason I'm making them at particular times. Anyways, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm seeing a bit of a slower ramp to getting this going. But I think as soon as product starts moving, you're going to get a lot of referral business from people like buying them as gifts. And then that person. So I do see, I will say, she says, LOL, yes, or lol. And yeah, I think, for the money to come, it's going to be a little bit slower, but I think you've got a really great product and you're putting a lot into this, and it's only going to be a matter of time before this gets noticed. So thank you so very much, my dear, for your question. I really wish you the best. I'm very excited, girl. I love candles. I absolutely love candles. So I'm excited to see that move forward for you. So guys, remember, we are taking questions from 8 different platforms, and we have this fantastic system and the best folks that you could ever imagine in the back that are keeping track of every question the moment that it comes in. So as soon as you type your question, that immediately puts you on the list, and that's the order I'm reading in, unless of course you choose to make a donation, in which case you'll jump the line and I will give you my full attention for your question. Rebecca says, thank you. You're so welcome, my dear. Guys, it's game time. All right, so we're going to have 2 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to start it in 10 seconds. But what you need to do is go ahead and type in what playing card you think I drew before we started the show. So if you're not familiar with the playing card deck, again, it's hearts, spades, I was going to say cups, coins, my goodness. Hearts, spades, clubs, and diamonds. So what I want everyone to do is hit the chat and start typing in what card you think I pulled before the show started. Type in as many guesses as you want. You can type as fast as you want. It's also a great game for an intuitive hit to try and guess what card came up if this particular card is being shown to you. But let's see those. Let's see. Yes, you see game time event. Yes, so go ahead and type them in. You need to give me the number or this court card. So it's ace through 10 of each of the suits, and then there's 3 court cards as well. So we're going to have another minute and a half on the timer here. I hope that somebody wins, because it's always so much fun when that happens. And guys, you can type in as many as fast as you can. So go ahead and do that. The folks in the back are going to be looking for our winner. Type, go as fast as you can. Awesome. Okay, oops, what just happened? My apologies, I hit the wrong button. But guys, yes, so we are celebrating Women's History Month this month, and $1 of every donation is going to an incredible charity called Women Strong, and it is based out of Chicago, and they provide a number of different services to help women in difficult situations and transition into something that is much better for them. It's certainly a beautiful cause, and I recommend anyone check them out. But every month we do take a portion of our donations and select a wonderful cause. So I'm really proud of that. Absolutely here. So guys, keep going. We're going to have, I don't know, maybe 30 more seconds on the clock, or keep typing. I haven't quite seen it just yet. Type in your playing card guess, ace through 10, jack, queen, and king, through each of the suits. If we get the card, somebody will win reading with my ridiculous deck. All right. Couple more moments here as these last few guesses come in. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, there it is. Audrey! Yay! Audrey got it. It is the 3 of clubs. And because I was sitting here shuffling, I mean, we all know what the 3 of clubs would look like. I was sitting here shuffling my cards, so otherwise I would hold it up. But my darling Audrey, I'm so glad you won. Congratulations, my dear. Here we are. It was, in fact, the 3 of clubs. So massive congratulations to Audrey. Audrey, here she is. Audrey says, whoop. Awesome. I'm so glad we have a winner, because there was 1 week that went by that we didn't, and the ridiculous deck had to gather a little bit of dust. So Audrey, you win a free 2-minute reading here with my ridiculous deck. Please let me know, my dear, do you have a specific context or question you would like me to read on? This is the only time in my life that I do not require a specific question or context. So if you want me to just see what message there is for you, this is the only time I'm willing to do so. But if you have a question or context, please let me know, and I will ask the ridiculous deck that particular question. Oh, this is absolute beefcake to shuffle. This thing is huge. Let's flip this back the other way. Awesome. Audrey says, all right, my dear, she says, can you see if we stay in our current town? All right, let's take a look at what this crazy deck has to offer. Do we see you staying in your current town? Because I know you've got a move that's coming up. Do we see you staying in your current town? All right. Oh, this deck is so absurd. Okay. All right, my dear, let's take a look at the cards that you have, and then I'll tell you what I'm seeing them. So the first one, it says the bird book snake thing. So here is the bird book snake thing. All right. The second card, the middle card, is I have no effing clue. Okay. And it looks like this gentleman here. And the third card is called Galaxy Dad. And Galaxy Dad looks like this. He's got different clocks and things. He's got arrows in his side. Galaxy Dad. So we have the book bird snake thing. I have no effing clue. And Galaxy Dad. So ridiculous. I am going to say, looking at this particular set of cards here, where I'm looking at where this guy is looking towards. He is looking towards Galaxy Dad and away from the bookworm. So to me, this is actually presenting itself as the bookbird snake thing being your hometown. It is a close, a known, she says, a known location. And then Galaxy Dad here, literally galaxy moving out of your town, moving to a different space and a different time, my dear. Where this individual in the middle is spouting, you probably at this moment have no clue. Like, it might feel to yourself like you're really, really unsure, like you're ready to throw a dice because it's not certain. From these cards, it does seem to me you'll be moving out of your town. The two arrows have struck into the side of Galaxy Dad, so I feel like both you and your partner are going to decide where it is you want to go, and it does seem to be a relocation away from what is comfortable. So that is what I have to say for you, my dear. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing, and congratulations again, Audrey. I'm so glad you won. She says, yes, no clue, LOL. Which is funny, could you imagine consulting your cards? Like, I have an answer to this question. And then you ask cards and they're like, I don't know. Kate says, what is the ridiculous deck called? It is called, I have the box. It's called the Arcane Bullshit deck. So if you're interested in finding this pack, Audrey says, okay, thanks. All right, my dear, thank you. And congratulations again. Well, guys, that was so much fun. I'm ready to jump back into our regularly scheduled programming. So let me grab my tarot cards and I'm ready for the next question, please. Kate says, love it. Rebecca's like laughing faces. Audrey, hey, Audrey says, hey, can you see Kaylee and Keenan get back together? A sudden breakup. Aw. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at what these cards have to say. Do we see Kaylee and Keenan getting back together? Let's see where they're both at right now. Oh, I have heartbreak on my table. Let's take a look. All right, my dear. So, I mean, like, looking at these two cards, she says, oh, hey again. Hey. Oh, I'm so sorry. The center card I have in my spread here is the Three of Swords. So I can, this is, to me, this is coming up as either a shock, sudden, was it on Kaylee's side that she was the one experiencing more the shock? Because for her, I have her card, the Six of Swords here, sort of moving in towards my spread. And then for his side, I have the Eight of Coins in reverse. So to me, it seems like did he spring the breakup on her? It was to me, it just doesn't seem like a mutual breakup. It seems like she was ready to really move this forward. She was ready to jump on the boat and continue on into the future with him, whereas he is still sorting different things out. He might be engrossed or enveloped in his work that he's doing, and just, I feel like he was the one who perhaps caused said broken heart. If I look at where I see this going, she says, yes, he did. I honestly do see potential in this connection longer term. The two cards I have initially, I've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Tower reversed. So to me, it seems like we are stuck in this state for a little bit in time. She says he stepped back. And I don't know if they had plans to, if this came across as more of like a break, or we're interested in entertaining this again. I have the Hierophant reversed as my final card. So I want to say they have not seen the last of each other, but it's not coming up as a short-term thing. We have to get through this Ace of Pentacles reverse, Tower reverse, before we even kind of get to a point where that trust could be in any way reestablished. So I'm so sorry, my dear. My heart completely goes out to her in this situation. It's breakups are can always be very, well, I guess they're not always, but they certainly can be absolutely heartbreaking situations. And I just hope that she's doing okay. And my heart goes out to you and her. Sending a big virtual hug. She says, yes, understand. Well, thank you for your question. Guys, this hour is cruising. I'm having so much fun with everybody here tonight. All of my cards flopped all over my desk. Anywho, let's give these cards another good shuffle. Audrey says, I'm sad for her. I am too. I really wish we could fix other people's broken hearts, as cliche and silly as that sounds. It's just, something we never want to see our loved ones go through. She sends a bunch of little heart, smiley little emojis. Sending the love, sending the love. All right, guys, I'm ready for my next question to the lovely folks in the back. Monica, hi, darling. She says, hey, beautiful. Hi. Can you give some insight on my divine soulmate, like his characteristics, looks, and career, please? All right, my dear. So, divine soulmate. Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do for you, my dear, because how I think the best way to approach this particular question is going to be is to try and get some information for you as how this, this next significant other partner is going to appear to you and what you should be on the lookout for. I will say I do, but I don't always get physical appearance. And darling, I'm not here to make things up. So let's just see what the cards have to say in terms of information for you regarding this particular individual. All right. Aw. Okay. Okay, well, there's a lot going on here. One of the first things that I'm seeing here, my darling, is I have this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So while if I'm peering ahead, looking forward, I am, spoiler alert, seeing quite a beautiful connection down the line. With this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, to me, it seems like this energy is stagnated, not all the way stuck, but is having a hard time manifesting or pushing through. The next card I have down is the Knight of Wands in reverse. I don't know, what are you doing, my dear, to actively, put yourself in a position to meet this next individual? Because I feel like they are out there, ready and willing to come through, but they don't have potentially all the way the opportunity that they need in order to meet you. Yeah. I hope that was helpful, but I can't even see quite past this block. As you saw, I kept putting more cards down because I'm like, all right, assuming we can get past this. I do have a beautiful Lover's card at the end of my table here, but there's just a little bit too much of needing to, I've got the Eight of Cups here. You need a new game plan for how this particular person is going to be able to meet you and get onto your, what's it called? Like into your sphere of awareness. But anyways, guys, so thank you so much for your question, my dear. I hope that was helpful. And guys, do make sure you are checking out our YouTube channel. If you're not watching over there, go over to YouTube and type in My Psychic Connection, and you can find me live and also all of the wonderful content and videos that are coming out over there. There is a fair bit of content that is YouTube specific. So we have Journey's tarot card of the day, which is so interesting. And I loved hearing Energy last night saying that she was listening to them reflectively, because with the time difference where she lives, it's it's coming out later in the day. So make sure you're checking those out, as well as Destiny K's Angel Numbers. It's an absolutely beautiful series. And then also every week it's released once a week is the transit video, the transits and you, and it goes through each individual day of the week, and it's going to tell you what you can expect from the astrological energies that are being presented at any given time. So it's just incredible. And also, Squirrel just did the amazing Mythology of Astrology for Aries earlier this week. So definitely check that out. Even if you're not an Aries in your sun, everybody has every single sign in their chart. So it's relevant to catch that entire series. And her storytelling is just absolutely next level. So certainly make sure you guys are also checking out www.mypsychicconnection.com in between our shows, before the shows, after the shows, on the weekend. And you can get a reading with any of the psychics that you see here. And you can dive into your situations. And we're always happy to chat with everyone. So let's get on with the show. I'm going to continue shuffling here, and I'm ready for my next question, please. Folks, we have a donation for a 6-minute reading. Blanca, hi, darling. Thank you so much for your donation and for supporting myself, for supporting the show and all of the beautiful things that go on over here. It's so nice to see you, girls. I'm going to go ahead and switch decks for this. So just give me one moment here. Yeah, this deck is wanting to talk. Let's give her a good shuffle. Blanca says, hi, I plan on seeing Nick on Saturday. Will everything go well, or will it be awkward to the point? Will it be awkward to the point we'll see strange? Sorry, to the point we'll see strange with each other. I'm going to attempt to make it right. We both have felt different about each other. I'm seeing Nick on Saturday. Will everything go well, or will it be awkward to the point we'll see strange with each other? I'm going to attempt to make it right. Okay. All right. Everything going on? Everything okay over there? Let me take a look. Let's see. I'm going to dive into what's going on in your connection currently between you and Nick, and then I'm going to also look at specifically, like you asked here, Saturday, how everything is going to go between the two of you. So let's take a look. I'm going to dive in first to where Nick is at and see where his heart and his head is and see how he's doing in this connection. Okay. This guy, she's be strange. Sorry, no worries at all. Oh, this gentleman. All right, okay, let's take a look and see what's going on with you. Well, the first card that came off, I'm just concerned that some level of a unrelated past is coming up and affecting your relationship in some regard. To me, whatever is going on here, I'm not picking up necessarily on a particular, like an individual fight, disagreement, but there is some kind of energy that's existing between the two of you. There is, I'm seeing like a small wedge or small divide between the two of you right now, but I'm go ahead and say that it's coming through on your end as opposed to on his. When I'm looking at where his head is at, where his heart is at, I've got the Queen of Wands and the Empress upright. It is on you. It is only focused on you. He's not interested in looking at anyone else or any other thing. And how he's doing in this relationship right now, the Chariot card. To me, it seems like he's willing to do what it takes to make things work. He's interested in continuing to make things. She says, we won't speak it, but we both feel it. Okay, that makes sense. And I'm not. Is it manifesting as well in some area? Physically between the two of you? If you know what I am getting at. The other thing I have here in the term of what's between you both right now is the 10 of Cups upright. And for that to be something that's coming between you, I do want to say that what you guys have is still showing to me as a very beautiful connection. It's very deep. It's very real. And it is also open to as the relationships are, it's open to sabotage from other people and from people that are around you, as well as from our past experiences that perhaps jade us by the way we show up to our connections. So again, let me just show you quickly here. So these are the 3 cards I have for him. All these beautiful, powerful upright cards. I have the 2 of Wands reversed. So to me, it seems like that what has been going on between you, you felt it first, you picked up on it first, but like you said, you're not really willing to talk about it. The Page of Swords, to me, doesn't seem like you're unwilling to go there. And maybe you've even hinted at it a little bit, but it's almost like, oh, I chickened out before I had the moment to. She said, I wonder if he's speaking to someone. I'll just say the other card I had here for you is the Magician in reverse. So I'm picking up on your hesitancy, your concern with... I'm going to be honest with you, my dear. She says, about us. To me, it feels like I'm just going to say it feels like you're filling in the blanks of something that you don't have sufficient data to fill in the blanks about. It feels like when something is not said, we're thinking the worst, we're expecting the worst, and we're going to a place where we maybe don't have any actual information that should be taking us there. I say that lovingly, my dear, but let me take a look at that particularly. I'm going to ask that question straight up because I'm not seeing from these cards that his head is in any other direction. No, it's not. My cards are smacking me upside the head for almost even really saying that. The card I have down here is the King of Wands. And what is that card doing? He's on my table looking right back at the Chariot card. And the 2 cards that are showing me he's focused on you. Now, okay, with what's going on between the 2 of you, he doesn't know how to broach the topic either. I have this 4 of Coins in reverse. I feel like he wants to get it on the table or open it up, but there's another part of him that's afraid it's going to change things between the 2 of you. I need to ask, okay, let's just go back to what you specifically asked with what's going on this weekend. I'm going to see how that is going to pan out because I'm not picking up on an ounce of sketchy from this guy. I'm not seeing he's cheating. I'm not seeing he's messing you about. Let me see here what this weekend is going to bring. All right, so 3 cards I have down. I've got the Emperor upright, the 5 of Wands upright, and I have the King of Swords upright. Does this meeting this weekend involve more than just the 2 of you? Like, are other people going to be there? I'm not going to lie to you. It does seem, I'm not seeing that out the other side of it. You did ask if things are going to get awkward or strange or weird out the end of it. It seems to me like you're willing to have, she says, yes, going in, clear mind, willing to talk, willing to communicate. She says other friends. Okay, then we have this 5 of Wands, which I can't sidestep the fact that it might be a bit, there might be some conflict that goes on. Different people, I'll say people may be having different opinions, or I feel like it goes in good. The event itself is a bit of a kerfuffle, and then it comes out better and stronger than it was. If you can see that, it's like sandwiched between these 2 particularly strong, as an energy surrounding your relationship, they seem very strong and stable. But I'm not going to lie, this weekend does seem like it has a bit of a challenging edge to it. She says, thank you. I know what I'm going to do. You're very welcome, my dear. And thank you so very much for your donation and for supporting the show. I really, really appreciate it. It's lovely to see you, dear. I hope that things are well. Yeah, I mean, the mind does that. And I'm always very interested in the ways that I'll just, let's call myself out, that I self-sabotage or that I steal moments of peace that I otherwise could have. Something that's been floating around in my mind recently is my own participation in any disappointment that I see. So I don't know. It's just very interesting when we look at from a perspective of what information do we have? What signs and signals are people giving us? What is plausible to the situation? And am I making things perhaps worse than they are or than what's being presented to me? It's very hard to, I don't know, sometimes navigate that particular set of waters. But Anyways, I'll leave it at that, my dear, but thank you so much for your question and for your donation. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards back in. Let's get my other deck back out here, and I'll be ready for my next question, please. Pema. Hey, Pema. Lovely to see you, my dear. Pema says, I had a job interview last week. Will I get the offer? Let's take a look. I had a job interview last week. Will I get the offer? Let's take a look for Pema. It's very exciting stuff. I hope things go well. She says hello. Hi. All right, my dear. Okay, so, how did that particular interview go? I mean, you don't need to answer that, because what I'm kind of seeing here is like, it's almost like there was a piece of information missing that didn't get a chance to be discussed at the interview. I feel like they liked you as a person, but I'm almost concerned there's a qualification that was perhaps missed in this particular instance. I don't know how to interpret this other than I'm not seeing an offer particularly for exactly what it was that you applied for, but I am seeing, she says, they've reached out to my references. So this is what I'm saying. I'm getting a no on that particular job, but then I also have 3 cards to me that are showing a new position directly coming out of that interview. I have the 10 of Wands, which is quite literally showing work, going to work and getting going. I have the 10 of Cups. That to me in this particular instance is showing a contract of the 2 of you signing in here as getting my buns to work. So it looks like they find something that fits for you that maybe takes on a bit of a different shape than the role that you initially applied for. Do let me know how this one plays out, because it seems like what you applied for and what role you end up taking, you take a role, but it's got a different face. It's got a bit of a different face than the one that you applied for. A new job is coming, though. I will say that much for you, my dear. She says, oh, I see. That makes sense. I will keep you updated. Good. Oh, please do. And I'm glad that makes sense, because I'm looking at these cards. It's like, why am I getting a no, but also a yes? So I hope that is, in fact, the case. And guys, I can't believe how fast this evening was cruising by. I'm just having the most fun here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and for, being a part of the My Psychic Connection family. Pema says, thank you so much for your time and energy. You are very welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate your support and your attention, your time here. Awesome, guys. So let me go ahead and get my cards nice and shuffled, and I'll take my next question, please. Destiny. Hi, lovely. Destiny says, hello, lovely Cassidy. What do you see coming up for me in regards to events coming up for me, please? I just love your readings. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh, I appreciate you too, darling. Okay, what do you see coming up for me in regards to events? Okay. If you have any more information about events, like you mean work events, parties, I'm going to just go ahead and ask for events. But if you're still here, my darling, if we've kept you up in the late night hour, let me know if you've got anything else you want me to color in. Spiritual events. Thank you so much. That is wickedly helpful. Guys, my cards tonight. My cards are everywhere. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, spiritual events. Okay. And in this regard, do you mean like either like fairs, shows, things in that particular regard? Because what I'm seeing here is that opportunities will be coming your way for, I don't know, it looks like sign up. I have Justice card in reverse. So to me, it's not like, we're signing our life away in a particular contract, but it seems like sign up phase is coming your way. If there's a window, it seems to be, to me, I've got the 4 of coins in reverse as well. So it's, I would say, farther reaching out. She says, yes, please, lovely. Awesome. So I don't know if you need quite a lot of time in advance. It seems to me like where we're at right now is planning phase for how many events I want to fit into my calendar, which ones I need to sign up for, and then it seems like there's a monetary fee that you end up needing to pay in order to get on these lists, book your booth, book your pitch, however that ends up looking. I see some really cool ones coming your way, though. I want to say, just as a nugget of advice, branch out farther and beyond where you may be looking at this moment in time. If you're the bell, I could read on this one all night, my dear, but I will finish my thought there to go far and wide. She says, I'm prepping for a lot of these for this year in England. Excellent, awesome. Far and wide, all over England, which is wonderful to hear. And sidebar to that, I would say, even like different niches or different types, like if you're thinking mind, body, spirit fair, maybe music festival, or you know what I mean? I just feel like this year is opening up doors to different venues that you hadn't seen previously. And I have the star card here as well, just rocking it and bringing your beautiful gifts to the wonderful lands around you, my dear. So thank you so much for your question. It was so lovely to see you, darling. I hope you get some sleep tonight. Cool, guys. So we are already into the last question of the evening. That was the last question of the evening, perhaps. She says, you're doing amazing. I'm doing mind, body, and spirit this year. Excellent. Awesome. And perhaps, maybe you don't need to, if you don't want to, limit yourself to that. You could potentially think outside the box, because the box is as big as you want it to be, my dear. She says, thank you. You're amazing. Oh, you're so welcome, my dear. Thank you for your question. Guys, I can't believe that. The whole hour has cruised on by. This has been such a wonderful evening. And I'll let you guys know, just in case you're interested for coming weeks, up to 2 hours before the show, you can actually go onto our YouTube channel and find the videos that are planned live. And you can type in your questions. And that's how you can sneakily make your way on the top of the list. Because in case you hop in here and you're right on time and you're typing in a question and you're wondering how people have managed to beat you, that option is available. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel so you get notifications of when the shows are coming up and when they're scheduled. And you can make sure to always catch our Monday through Friday wonderful live shows, which is always a great time. Guys, it's so much fun around here. And yes, in the meantime, make sure you're checking out www.mypsychicconnection.com, where you can get individual, private, one-on-one readings and one-on-one sessions with the reader of your choice. It's a lovely space over there. You can call us. We love to answer the phones, hang out with everyone, and answer any questions that you may have. So guys, we are rolling into the last couple of minutes here. I'm wishing everyone a really wonderful, what is this, New Year's week? If we're going to call it that. It's funny because I have my show notes in front of me here, and I'll just share this with you guys. I'm on the wrong page, and this is my first show back in January, and it actually says Happy New Year on these notes right in front of me, which works out really quite well for the fact that we are now celebrating the astrological new year this week. So I hope everybody, energy sending lots of hearts in the heart eyes. Yes, very nice. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to head off and sign off with this, but thanks everyone for joining us tonight here at My Psychic Connection. I'm Cassidy the Cardslinger, and you can find me here every Thursday at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And on the odd Friday, make sure you're checking out the Journey and Friends show that happens tomorrow, Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And that show's on for at least 2 hours. So get comfortable, hang out, and come and hang out with everybody here. So wishing everyone a wonderful rest of your evening and a great day. And we will catch you next time. Bye, guys. Mwah.